Hello, everyone. I am Dr. B. I am Dr. B, Angelica Benavides, known as the ultimate legacy builder. It is a pleasure to be here with you in the face of Woha. It's amazing. Congratulations, because it takes courage, it takes bravery to step into your greatness, and you are here. So yay for you. Now I'm here because I'm going to be judging on the message impact. So who am I? Like I said, I'm known as the ultimate legacy builder. And the reason I got here is because I was diagnosed with cancer and I was told that I would live for 5 years. And when I was hit with that news, it shattered my whole life. You know, I went through bankruptcy. My husband left me. I had to give 2 of my houses, one to my husband, the other one I just let go. I stayed with one of the houses. My whole life just shattered in front of me, right? And at that moment, I made a decision. And that decision was, if I live, I'm going to leave a mark on this world. I'm going to impact and influence people in bigger ways that I've never imagined. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm reaching out and I'm connecting to women and men all over the world. And I'm helping them to clarify their message and to tell their story in a bigger way so that they can leave their mark on this world, so that they can publish a book that will outlive them, a book that will impact and help people be inspired and create hope in their lives. And that's exactly what I'm going to be talking about. It's that message impact. You see, I just told you a story right now that actually did happen, but now I'm going to break it up for you. Basically, you will tell people when you're telling your message, when you're delivering your message, you always want to tell people, where were you, right, at one point, and the hardship that you were going through. You see, Dean Gracio says, your mess is, you can turn it into a message. So that's what you're going to be doing. That struggle that you're having or you had at one point, you turn it into a message and tell people, this is where I was. And then you talk about that gap. In my case, they told me I was going to live for 5 years. So the gap was that my health was my wealth. So I lost everything because I chose not to work. I chose not to do anything. I used up all my money in my bank account, everything I had. And I decided I was just going to focus on my health, focus on my body, and regain my strength again, right? That's exactly what I did. That was that gap. And I made a decision. And that decision that I made was, if I live, and while I'm living, I am going to leave a mark on this world, right? And the decision was writing books. But it was bigger than that. It was not just me writing books. It was me helping other people write books. And here's the gap that you need to know. I hated school. I hated writing. And yet I got a doctorate because I always wondered, why is that person and that child and that girl and that boy learning and not me? So I studied and understood how the brain worked. I understood human development and learning theories, right? So you see, there is a gap, and then I did something about it. I made a new decision. The same thing with my health. I made a decision that I was going to recover and do everything that it took in order to regain my health. So you talk about where you were, about the gap, and you always want to talk about the decision you made that turned everything around, that turning point. So once you tell people that turning point and the decision, that is the message that impacts. You see, I want you to kind of understand this. We are at a different phase of our lives, right? We were here and now we are on this other side. And there's a lot of people, believe it or not, and I want you to really recognize this, there's a lot of people that are being diagnosed right now with cancer, okay? Yet I recovered. So you see, I am over here and there's people being diagnosed right now. There's a lot of people that have decided they want to lose weight right now. And maybe you have lost a lot of weight and you know how to get there. There's a lot of people that went through domestic violence, right? You probably experienced domestic violence, but you are here now, and some are going through it right now. So the message here is that people are experiencing it right now, and you have a message that will impact someone's decision in somebody's life. You will inspire them, you will impact them, and you will give them techniques. You will inspire them with bravery, with confidence, so that they can take that next step. You know, it's what we call the call to action, so that they can shift their life around, so that they can create transformation. So when you are speaking and telling your message, give them that story, but deliver it in such a way where you tell them where you were, the gap, the decision you made that turns everything around, and then where are you now? You know, in my case, right now, I am connecting with women globally all over the world, right? And I'm helping them make a bigger impact through their message and their story by writing a book that endorses them, and not only endorses them, but that outlives them. And then we take that book and we publish it and we turn it into a mini course. And the next step, we turn it into high ticket, right? But you're doing it in such a way where you're leaving a legacy and making money at the same time. So you are delivering a message that's very impactful. In my case, I'm helping people take their story and transform other lives, not only their own, but many, many other lives through their writings and their programs and their business. So you need to deliver your message and tell people how you impact the world. And you have to do it in such a way where they know exactly how or what type of results that you're giving people. Okay. So make sure that you look at the language, that you look at how you speak, right? Because your voice, your language is very important on how you impact. And add that emphasis and add that body language and move your hands and talk in such a way where you're speaking from the heart, you're speaking from the soul, so that you truly, truly impact people's lives in ways that you cannot imagine. You have stepped into greatness, and I congratulate you for that, because there's people out there in the world waiting for your message. So thank you for taking that step. Thank you for being brave and confident in yourself. And like I mentioned, I will be judging message impact. And those are the things that I will be looking for. I will be looking in your message on where you were, on that gap, that where you struggled, and the decision you made that created that turning point in your life, and then the results that you give people and through your message and through your work that you do. So again, I just want to congratulate you again, because your work, your message is going to impact people in so many ways. And just tell people what you do, and congratulations. And I will see you in the finalist, and congratulations. And I want to give you a big hug. Hugs to all. I'll see you. I'm Dr. B.